Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We decided to do a webinar on just really what are essential oils. There's a lot of people that are hearing about them more and more, and there's a lot of oil companies kind of coming through the woodwork more and more. So we just decided that we would put together a very short webinar on some of the really popular oils. And we're going to talk a little bit about Young Living after I did a lot of research on the different companies and all the different things they had to offer. You will understand kind of why we really decided to go with Young Living. So this is Sue Wilson. And my business partner, Deanne Carlson, is with me. She is the brains behind all the webinar stuff and everything. So anyways, first off, I do just want you to know that this presentation has not been evaluated by the FDA. And so nothing in here, anything that we talk about is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. A little bit about our story is that Young Living owns farms, which we'll get into. So right here, you can see us at the world's largest lavender farm in Mona, Utah. There are several essential oil companies that do not own their farms, and you will understand why that is so crucial. In my story, it is very important for me because I want to know if there's pesticides on my stuff, if there's herbicides, if there's toxic chemicals. And so I wanted to see for myself. And so I drove out to Mona, Utah with, these are team members of us. And we were given the opportunity actually to plant the next round of lavender. And so we learned while we were there that they use their own essential oils as pest control on it, and how everything is hand-picked. There's no huge farming equipment. So you're going to learn about some of this stuff. So grab a piece of paper and pen and join us. We're excited to get started. And here we go. What is our mission statement in Young Living? You are looking at the Lavender Farms live from Lavender Days. They do a 5K race actually through the Lavender Farm, so you can see the runners on the side. And we're going to talk about that too, because Young Living is not an oil company. It is a lifestyle, and that we are going to come back to time and time in this webinar because that is so important to understand. Our mission statement is we honor our stewardship to champion nature's living energy, essential oils, by fostering a community of healing and discovery while inspiring individuals to wellness, purpose, and abundance. Okay, we are a wellness company. We are a lifestyle. We are not just about essential oils. We have a huge benefit that our essential oils are in our supplements, and we know through the science of how essential oils affect the cellular structure that our body is more readily available to absorb our supplements because of the essential oils that are put in our different supplements. So we are a wellness company. We talk a lot about the body and the soul and the mind and how we have to balance life in this chaotic world, and how we're feeling greatly affects how we act, okay? How exercise plays a major role in health, how eating, okay? And a lot of people don't understand that, but you know, wheat is not good for our bodies, and so Young Living found an alternative. We have our own Einkorn farm, which is an ancient grain that does not have all the toxic chemicals and chromosomes in it that our modern wheat does. So when I talk about a wellness company, we're talking about providing our people with an overall balance in life as a whole. Okay, we've got farms. So when you guys do your own research, and you absolutely need to go out there after this and you need to do your own research. If you're looking for essential oils, I would call all the companies and say, do you own your farms? Okay, Young Living owns our farms, and you'll see where all these different farms are. We have Highland Flats in Idaho, St. Mary's in Idaho, Mona, Utah. We have one up in Fort Nelson, Canada, Ecuador, where we also have the Young Living Academy, where we've provided places for these kids to go to school and eat good food during their school days. We have our frankincense farm in Oman. Okay, we've got, it is so important to know where your oils come from. And I am so excited because my husband and I just booked some tickets. My parents are spending some time in Italy in 6 months. And so we are headed over to visit them, but we are going to go to the farm in France. So we are so excited. And you just walk in, you ask them, say, hey, I want to know about this. I want to know how your farm works, how your farm hands work. I want to know. So we're way excited about that. That just brings it full circle for me. Again, we are a lifestyle, and it's not just about being in the gym, repeating squats. That's not the Young Living lifestyle. It is the peace of your heart. It is the calm in your voice, and it is the laughter on a daily basis. And so a lot of Young Living is also a lot about personal development and where you want your life to be and what is your purpose on this earth. Why are you here, right? So what is an essential oil? It's just a substance that's derived from plants. It contains natural smells and characteristics of the plant. Every time we distill lemon or lavender, it's going to be different because the atmosphere in which the plant lives is different. Year to year, it may get more sun, it may get more light, it may get more wind, more rain. There's times that Young Living is out of stock of some of our most popular oils in the pure instance is that the environment it grew in was a little rough for it. So we're not able to use that oil for the year. Okay, so they're extracted primarily through steam distillation, and they're very potent, they're bioavailable, and they're versatile. So how do we use these? Everybody kind of uses everything differently. The way I use them in my home with my 7-year-old and 5-year-old is different than how my friends use them with their parents in the nursing homes. Okay, one way is just aromatically. Okay, this is an awesome diffuser that you see here. There's actually 2 diffusers, show it. You just diffuse it into the air. So instead of the toxic chemicals that come from a candle or from those plugins, you get a diffuser and you just use distilled water in it. You put a few drops of the oil of your choice and you just breathe it in. It is so effective that way, and it's relaxing. Diffusers are becoming very popular right now in colleges because obviously college campuses, you're not allowed to have an open flame, but a lot of times dorm rooms smell because of either dirty clothes or other people or whatever. And so we have a lot of people that diffuse oils into their dorm rooms. We also have people when my daughter was hospitalized last year, we brought the diffuser into the hospital room, and it was really funny how the nurses and the doctors just kind of gathered together outside of her door, and every time someone would walk in, it smells so amazing in here. Okay, the other way is topically. Sorry, I had a little problem with my slide. Topically, so we can apply them right to your body part. The largest pores in your body are on your feet, and so this makes sense when you think all the way back to our ancestors. They very rarely were nutrient and vitamin deprived because they walked barefoot and they walked on the soil and they walked on the grass, and they naturally absorbed the earth's abundance of copper and magnesium and iron. And so that's one reason too why a lot of us are nutrient deficient these days, is because of the shoes we wear all the time. So topically, you can put it actually right on the area. If you are trying to support your neck muscles, you can rub it right there. If you're trying to support head discomfort, you can rub it right onto that area. You can take them internally. Now, I will caution you, do not watch my Young Living webinar and run to Whole Foods or wherever and buy essential oils and think that you can take them internally. There is a reason why Young Living oils are not sold on a store shelf. It is because you need to be educated. They're very, very powerful things. And so you can take ours internally. And you will go, that's a big red flag if you go to the store and you are looking at essential oils and it says never ingest internally, then they've added chemicals to that. They've added something for it not to be safe to take internally. You can take them internally. You put a few drops in a capsule and take it that way. That's what my husband loves to do. When he feels an itchy throat coming on, he'll just take some of his favorite oils, put them in a capsule, and take them with some water. Okay. I put mine in my tea. My kids drink lemon in their water every morning before they go to school to help their focus and to get their body ready for the day and to support their liver and their kidneys. Okay. Young Living is the world leader in essential oils, primarily because we are founded by Gary Young. And Gary Young has a huge history of studying with the top essential oil masters in France, where aromatherapy has been popular for centuries. You know, in any other country but America, they're kind of a way of life. They've grown up around them. And so Gary has studied over there. That's why we have farms where we do, because he has met the leaders over there and have invested in those places because of the knowledge that's already there. So there's a great book out on kind of the life of Gary Young. And so if you are more want to know about our company, you should go to Amazon and look for the book on, I think it's called The Modern Day Father of Distillation. But on the flip side of that too, a lot of you are going to go online and probably Google Gary Young, and you're probably going to find some things that some people have written that aren't so good. I mean, anytime you've got a very powerful person that is trying to change the world, you're going to hear negative things too. So I just want you guys to be aware of that too. The reason why is I want you to do your other research, and I want you to ask your other essential oil companies what their seed to seal process is. Okay, you need to ask them, how does it go from the seed in the ground to being sealed in a bottle? That's very important, because the in between those steps are crucial in the purity of your oil. So how is it cultivated? Okay, how is it distilled? All those pictures you see right there in the distillery, those are homemade design distilleries by Gary Young, because he knows what kind of oils and the different oils that need the different distilleries. Okay. And then it goes through a very vigorous testing cycle in order for it to be put in a bottle and sealed. So you need to please watch seedtoseal.com, and that will really help you understand a little bit more about essential oils. These new companies coming through the woodwork here, as a lot of people think this is a fad and a trend, I don't believe in that. Young Living has been around for over 20 years. We were using oils for over 20 years, and I'll tell you something else. You don't buy a farm in 1 year, seed it, cultivate it, distill it, and then have oils. Okay? Our farm started in the 80s. And just now, Gary has just purchased 2 or 3 more farms in the future, knowing that we're going to need another helichrysum farm. Okay, we're going to need, because like anything, plants have their cycle of life. So you have to look ahead too and see, where else can I go and get and start my next harvest of my plants once they start to go through that cycle of life. We are around the globe. You guys already saw the pictures of it. Look at our farms, okay? The lavender farm in Mona, and I believe that's a frankincense farm in Oman. That's a frankincense tree. And the St. Mary's, and then we've got our Idaho blue spruce, the winter harvest. As members, not even as members, as people that love Young Living products, you can go and take part in the lavender harvest. You can go take part in the winter harvest, in the balsam fir, which we still use horses and wagons to carry the logging out, because we don't want to damage any further thing on the earth. Our promise to families is we believe that you and your family deserve products that are genuine. They're free of synthetic chemicals and of unmatched purity. Okay, Seed to Seal is both a promise to you and a reflection of our sense of global stewardship. So what you say, Sue, okay, this is all great. Tell me about the products. Well, here we go. We've got a premium starter kit that you'll learn more about at the end, but we're going to talk about all these oils. These oils are also known as the everyday oils. So oils that you could use on a daily basis just to support your wellness, your mental, physical, spiritual well-being. Lavender. Lavender, you can diffuse it for comforting and calming scent. You can unwind by putting a few drops in your bath at night. You can put a few drops in a spray bottle and spray down your pillow. You can use it as a room freshener and spray your carpet and your couches. And a drop or two of it in your shampoos and lotions will really brighten it. You can also help to eliminate odors with lavender. Peppermint. Peppermint helps support the gastrointestinal system. It promotes healthy bowel function, and it maintains the strength of the digestive tract. It can also be very supportive after exercise. So I love to put a drop of this in my water once I am done at the gym. It just supports your musculoskeletal system. It's refreshing. Peppermint is kind of what really sold my husband on the essential oils. He was having a lot of digestive issues, and we really didn't know what to do. Nobody really had an answer for us. And so once we really understood the damage that Tums does and Pepto-Bismol does to the lining of his digestive tract, we really knew we needed to find something else. And so we came across peppermint, and he just rubs a few drops on his stomach every morning and afternoon, and it has been amazing, the success that he's seen. We also have a lot of people use this when they have any kind of neck or head discomfort. A few drops on it there. So they really, this one has really, this is really a good one. My 5-year-old loves this inner water. Lemon is, it's very uplifting. I put a drop of lemon in my shampoo, and I was just like, good morning, sunshine. I was ready to go. It can enhance the flavor of foods and water. That's what's awesome about Young Living is actually when I started on my journey to natural and clean living, I knew it was going to be a little intimidating because I knew I needed to get rid of my cleaning supplies, and I knew I needed to get rid of our personal care products, and I knew I needed to work on our cooking. Young Living was able to produce it all for me. And for me and the way my brain works, that was really crucial for me because I could get my hands wrapped around the concept instead of having to use 6 or 7 or 8 different companies with different products to try to replace the stuff in my home. And we'll get into some of that other stuff later. But lemon is really a key ingredient. We all know there's a reason why you're supposed to put lemon in your water. It supports your digestive system, your liver and kidney. It's a huge support of your liver and kidney system, which your liver and kidney are like the basis of our health. They have got to work in order for us to feel good on a daily basis. But I love it on our salmon. I love it, a drop of it in like on our salad dressings. So, and I put this in a spray bottle, and I do a lot of my cleaning with it, combined with thieves, which we'll talk about too. Frankincense. Frankincense is very earthy. It is one of my favorite essential oils. When I first was researching the premium starter kit, I was convinced that Young Living would kind of put a bunch of mediocre oils into their starter kit. And I was wrong. I was very wrong. Frankincense is an expensive oil, and they put it in the kit because they believe so strongly in its properties. It helps us mentally ground ourselves. It helps us reach for a stronger purpose in life. Like, why am I here? You know, is it to get people healthy and back on a safer and happier track? It is a key ingredient in our personal care products. So in the Young Living shampoo and beauty care, in our bar soap, frankincense is involved because of the power that it has in it. You can also add, you can create your own beauty face serum by 2 drops of frankincense and 2 drops of lavender with an ounce of grapeseed oil or jojoba oil. You can make your own products with this stuff too, which is incredible. You don't have to go spend money on lotions and bath salts and all that else. You can make your own stuff by just, you know, purchasing the starter kit. It is awesome to use as a massage after physical activity as well, if you're really sore from a good day of lifting in the gym. And it's very supportive for the skin, very supportive. Thieves. Thieves is a very, very, very strong everyday oil that is used all the time, and it helps support your immune function. It can contribute to overall wellness. It includes Eucalyptus radiata, which helps maintain a very healthy respiratory system. It contains cinnamon, which greatly builds and supports your immune system. It has lemon in it. It has rosemary in it. Thieves is an excellent cleaner and degreaser. So you can help use it. I actually take 4 or 5 drops of Thieves with 1 drop of lemon in a glass spray bottle, and that's how I clean my entire house. And we'll get into the entire Thieves cleaning line here too, which has made cleaning in our home so awesome, because I can tell my 7 and 5-year-olds go clean, and I don't have to worry about calling poison control when they've gotten some on them. So it is we take it internally. If we're feeling a little bit of itchy throat coming on, or we're just feeling lethargic, we can add it to, I add it to my homemade applesauce, to my banana bread, because it has that little bit of cinnamon in it. So this is really a sought after oil. Purification. Purification does exactly what it says it's going to do. It freshens the air and eliminates odors. This is great for anybody that has a gym bag. You have kids that their hockey or their football gear just reeks. You need to put drops of purification on a cotton ball and put it inside their cleats or their running shoes, or take some water with some drops of purification in a bucket and make your own wipes, and you can wipe out their equipment with it. You can put a drop in your laundry detergent. It's awesome to help with kind of outdoor annoyances. It has citronella in it, so that's why the outdoor little guys don't appreciate it. So it's just a really powerful oil. And when you combine it with orange or lemon or Stress Away, some of the other ones, it just makes for a really neat smell in the diffuser too. Panaway. Panaway is typically used after exercise. It has a very stimulating aroma. So for those of you that maybe work long hours, your nurses or doctors, surgeons, realtors, anybody that has long hours, and you're driving home, put a drop of peppermint and Panaway on your hand and rub them together and inhale it that way, smell it. It has a very cooling effect, so any musculoskeletal area that is just sore, that would be very beneficial for that. Panaway is highly recommended by a lot of athletes. Then we have Stress Away. This by far is one of my favorites. I think it's because it smells awesome, because it has the lime with the vanilla in it. It also has Copiava, which is very powerful to support the entire musculoskeletal system. It has Oatea, which helps to suppress appetite. So just like a drop on your belly of Stress Away can help sometimes. And it carries cedarwood, and cedarwood is the top oxygenating oil, okay, which means it brings the most oxygen through the system. So because we live in such a toxic world between our water and our air and our food, adding extra oxygen to our body to just help flush through things is always a positive. So Stress Away overall just promotes really good wellness, physical, mental, spiritual, everything. Copiava, which is the component of Stress Away, promotes your overall wellness. I once listened to a Dr. Oliver Winker that says when he travels a lot, just to different conferences and speaking events, you know, he's in the plane a lot, which we all know that there's a lot of icky stuff in the plane. So he says he'll put a drop or two on his hand and inhale it that way. And so it's very powerful for your daily health. Digize stands for supports digestion. It has some very powerful oils in it that can help support the digestive tract that you would just rub on your stomach if you're having some digestive issues. It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And so that is very powerful when you talk about digestive support. So fennel, the use of it dates all the way back to ancient Egypt. So like I said, to us, this is new stuff, but to so many other cultures, this is just the way of life, and it has been for so many years. RC is very, very powerful. You can rub on feet or chest before exercising to just uplift. It can open that airway a little bit more. You can, I have a lot of people that just diffuse it kind of during those winter months when there's a lot of icky stuff around. It provides a lot of respiratory support. So 3 drops on the feet before bedtime is really going to help with respiratory. It's very heavy in the eucalyptus category. It has 3 of the eucalyptus individual oils. It has myrtle in it, pine, lavender, cypress, which supports circulation, peppermint, and black spruce. So within our kit too, this is something that's awesome that Young Living does, is we have flex oils. So you'll get one of these in your kit, and Citrus Fresh is a combination of lime and orange and grapefruit and lemon and some of the citrus oils, which we already know are very uplifting, are very good to the skin, supports your liver and kidneys. Same with orange. Orange is a very powerful oil to help support your immune system, to help support your body's overall functioning. Aroma Ease was created and studied for people that were dealing with a lot of kind of sickness after surgeries. And so it was to ease kind of that icky feeling that you get kind of in your head and your stomach. And so Aroma Ease is a very nice one. Tea tree, we know that's kind of like Melaleuca. So it is, we have people that absolutely love this oil, and it just helps with any kind of skin issues or any kind of smells. It can really help get some of the smells away. And lemongrass is very effective to support the body's overall functioning and how it works together with other systems. Young Living also is full of healthy and fit, okay? We are not an oil company. We are a lifestyle. We are trying to transform people's behaviors and what they eat, what they do, how they think, and relate that back to our health. As a society, we have to start connecting the dots between our behaviors and what we're eating and our stresses and not sleeping to how we're feeling. So we have a whole line of supplements that are very, very powerful. Probiotics and Omega Gize, which is our fish oil, all the way to Sulfurzyme, which we know sulfur is needed in almost every cell of the body, and especially in our brain cells. We also have personal care products, your shampoo, your lotions, your bar soap. The beauty care products I just started using, and they are awesome. And the great thing about Young Living products, you don't need a lot. Very, very small amounts go a long way, because in our commercial lotions and all that, they're so bogged down with toxins and parabens and trilaciclin and all these chemicals that you have to use so much of it to just do a little bit. But when you have pure, clean products, you need very little. And so remember, when you get better products, you're going to pay a little bit more for them. We also have a whole animal line that a lot of our friends use on their horses, on their dogs, on their cats, on everything. And so I encourage you just really to, at the end of this webinar, you'll have a spot that you can click into and just research and just find what you're looking for in your own wellness goals and see how Young Living can reach that goal for you. Ninja Red is very, very powerful. We are the only company that really base off of kind of the wolfberry. It is out of the Ninja Providence in China and has our essential oils in it, which we already talked about. The body can absorb them more, but it also has only 2 ounces, and you can have like equivalent to 814 blueberries, which would, I don't even know how much that would cost in today's world to buy 814 blueberries, but probably $50 or $60. Especially when you have to go organic on the blueberries because of the pesticides. But it has like 84 carrots in it and 10 pounds of spinach. Really, if you struggle with getting your vegetables in, if salads are not your thing, but you know it's important to eat healthy, this would be a really, really good thing for you to consider and research. We have a young lady in our area, a very young lady, actually, she's 7 years old, that is quite ill right now. And so she doesn't drink, she can't eat. She's not very, doesn't have a very good appetite because of what she's fighting. And so her mom gives her Ninja Red on the pure instance, saying she's not eating much, but we know the calories she's getting are all going to just support her immune system and support her body so it can heal. So Ninja Red is very powerful. I take 2 ounces a day, as well as my husband, as well as my 7 and my 5-year-old. And my dad takes it as well. And a lot of people, they just have amazing stories. So if you want to hear about the power of Ninja Red, another great website is oil-testimonials.com. And you can go in there and you can click anything that may be a health issue you're trying to work around, and it can give you different oils, different supplements, different things that would help you build your body back up to the strength you want it to be. Here's our Thieves product. The CDC says that 150 chemicals found in the most commonly used household cleaners are linked to so many different issues. And so we just need to be careful. We need to be careful in our cleaning products. And so I believe that this is a good way to go. And maybe this is how you guys want to start. Maybe the oils overwhelm you. Maybe you just want to start with your cleaning products. Okay, this would be the line to look at. Research it when we post the information for you. Okay, so you're going to get it, and you guys are going to want to share it like crazy. And so when you have questions about it, you'll have my contact information at the end. Feel free to text me. Feel free to email me any questions you have about these, because Young Living as an entire company has completely changed our health and our family. I was to the point that I could hardly walk a couple years ago because I had such bad inflammation in my joints. And I have a daughter that was hospitalized with a few different elements that we are now building up her body to be strong. And so it really has changed the health of our family. And at the end of the day, really, that's all we have, is we have our health. So how do you become a Young Living member? And why do you want to become a Young Living member? Really, you can get compensation if you're seeking an income opportunity. It's available with Young Living. If you just want to use their products, that's great too. When you buy your kit, you'll get 24% off of the retail price. We have an Essential Reward program. We offer experiences no other company can offer. There is no other oil company that you can go do the winter harvest with our founder. Okay, he's out there in the cold. You can run through the lavender farms. You can help seed the next group of Melissa essential oils, which I did when I was there in September. We have a huge community all over and online to help educate you, to train you, and more importantly, just to give you the resources you need to reach your health goals. Because that's really what it's about. It's about your determination, your passion, and us providing you just with resources, books you can read, people you can go and listen to here on tape, or different DVDs that will help you build your strength up. Anything that's really what our passion is to get people educated that there is a better way than what the common market has out there. We have an Essential Rewards program, which is you spend $50 a month on what you want to buy. Okay, what you want to buy. We don't tell you what to buy. So every month mine changes depending on 1, the season, 2, on how we're feeling. 1 month it might just be that I need some new soap and shampoo, or the other month it might be that we need to start stocking up on Thieves for the winter season, or purification for the summer season. So When you're enrolled in Essential Rewards from 1 to 6 months, you get 10% back on your order. So if your minimum order is $50, which it is, then you get $5 back, and then you get free points. And those points you get to redeem in free stuff. So just, I think about a month ago, I had 650 points, which is close to $650 of free stuff. And I'll never forget, we got this big package and Mike kind of rolled his eyes and he's like, more? And I said, it was all free. So it's awesome. You get discount shipping. You get certain bonuses that no one else gets. You get promotions, free oils during the orders the months you order. So it's just cool. I think you should at least look into it. Like I said, research. So it is your life, it is your health, and be empowered, because you guys, at the end of the day, that's all you have is your health. And so much is changing in our health. So on your offer over here, we just talk about the premium starter kits, but when you click on the order here, it's just taking you to a page where you can get my contact information, Sue Wilson. You can send me an email. You can ask me questions. I am a real person. I'm not just, and I'm from a small town in Iowa. You can say, Sue, this is what we're struggling with. Can you help us? And you know what I can say? I can help you and I can direct you to where I think you need to be. And there's so many awesome things that come out of this, because that's how I got started. Is somebody, my business partner, Deanne, just said, I think you should come listen to this. It might change your view on some things and really help your family and your health. And it has, and it's helped us financially. It's helped us live some of our dreams out. And so thank you guys. Thank you for being on the webinar. Click there just to do your own research. Get started on health today. And we are so blessed that you spent this 30 minutes with us. I hope that good health and gratitude always follows you in your day-to-day life. And I hope that you are just blessed and can enjoy all your blessings from here on out.